the goalie, isn't there?
Yeah, it is, man. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hopefully everyone has a great day. Had a great day so far. I can't talk. Today we're gonna be getting into the AEW Dynamite review, and we'll talk a little Rampage for a little bit, and we'll talk Backlash. So yeah, we'll talk Backlash. We'll talk we'll talk Backlash. That's coming up Saturday. So yeah, Saturday's Backlash, so I'll be live for that. So yeah. We'll get some more people in here. We'll talk. Oh, they already got it up. Backlash, Lyon, France. We'll get some more people in here. We'll get started. Oh, I'll just run off 3 people, so. Yo, ASL, what's up, man? What's up? It's been a hot minute. Yeah, man. If I did not text you on Discord, you wouldn't be coming. Yeah. Yo, Yeet, what's up, Durante? What's up? What's up? Yeah, like I said, we'll talk some AEW Dynamite from last night. We'll talk Rampage for a little bit. We'll talk Backlash, and then that is it. So, flood the pages, by the way. Yeah, Bucks just bounced the they just bounced they just got bounced by the Pacers. But this is a game you can this is something I will let Doc Rivers slide by, because I mean Giannis missed the whole series. Damian Lillard, he got hurt, and I think he missed like one or 2 games in that series. But yeah, it's just nothing you can do when 2 of your top guys are injured on that team. You have no answer. I feel bad for Dame, honestly. Yeah, signed on to the team thinking, with high expectations. Had high expectations of going to the NBA Finals and winning a ring. Oh, Jeremy Payne got a triple off of that. Good. Come on, it's 1 out. Let's get him in. Let's not leave him stranded. I hate that shit. But yeah, anyways, yeah, Damian Lillard, he signed on. He had high expectations for this team, for this roster with Dame, Giannis, Brook Lopez, uh, Bobby Portis. They really had high expectations, like real talk. And then you go and you fire Adrian Griffin middle of the season after you started the season 30 and what was the record, 30-13 or something like that. So you go ahead and you fire Adrian Griffin after you started 30-13. Pace is really good at talking shit. Let's see about the second round, because I promise you they going motherfucking Cancun. Yeah, don't they gotta play the Knicks or yeah, they do gotta play the winner of that Knicks and 76ers series. What's that game at now? They're in the second quarter. 38, 30, 41-27. Okay. Knicks are up by 14. Yeah. DiVincenzo just hit a 3. So yeah. Oh, can you imagine the Pacers and the Knicks second round series? Oh my God, social media is going to get wild over that. OB piece of topping. Also, Darren Ham getting terminated. Honestly, I can't blame the Lakers space after LeBron's outburst. Yeah, Darren Ham is he's getting terminated. After this, in about a few days. So yeah. Also, Kanye album tomorrow finally. Yeah, Kanye album comes out. I'm hearing. Oh, nice. Singleton hit a bomb. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into it, man. All right. So AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite. Let's talk about it. AEW Dynamite last night. I thought the show was. Okay, but the show honestly just had too much filler. Too much filler in the show. During that second hour, a lot of that second hour had a lot of filler in it. And basically, let's go into it. The show started off with Tony Khan, live via satellite from Jacksonville, Florida. And then the Bucks, they start off the show, and then they open the show with a segment from Swerve Strickland, And we're gonna have Christian Cage challenging for the AEW World Championship. We're about to get into that, but yeah, it seems like that. I like the opening segment. I like the TNT title match. And then when you get to Samoa Joe versus Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, that's when you just start to feel the filler. And then this whole Orange Cassidy, Chuck, and Trent feud. I'm not really feeling that because Trent is not gonna fare well as a solo guy. To be honest, we're just being honest. Trent is not gonna he's not gonna fare well as a solo. With all that talent on the roster, he's gonna get lost in the shuffle. I think. I don't know why. I don't know why we broke best friends up. So I'm really not feeling this feud, and I really don't care for it. So yeah. But they had a good parking lot match Saturday night, Chuck and Trent. But still you can't really. It's something that I'm not getting invested to full time. So yeah. And then the FTW title match, Jericho versus Shibata. Okay. I mean, Jericho does nothing for me on TV, and I'm sorry, but Shibata, he doesn't really do anything for me. So, hey, I don't know if that's a hot take or what. I just think Shibata just doesn't do it for me on TV. Like every time Shibata comes on TV, it's just okay. He's just there. You get what I'm saying? Like he's just there, wrestling, wrestler B. Okay. Shibata at the moment should return to New Japan. Yeah, I know that's where he came from and all that stuff, but Shibata as a full-time actor on AEW television just does not do it for me. And then you had the Mogul Embassies, Brian Cage and Claudio. They had a match. Okay. Like it's nothing that you can really get in. You just cannot get invested into the show, man. During that whole second hour, you just could not get invested into it. I'm like, okay. And then Mariah May for Serena Deeb. And Serena Deeb's going to take on Toni Storm at Double or Nothing. Serena Deeb's not beating Toni Storm. The match should be good, but like Serena Deeb's going to take a loss. We already know Toni Storm's not going to lose the title until All In. Whether she drops it to Mariah May or she drops it to Jamie Hayter. Yeah. So really, the opening segments, the Swerve segment, the Adam Copeland, Buddy Matthews match, and the last segment was really the only, good things on the show. Everything else was just filler and that you could not even get yourself invested into. So yeah. So Tony Khan opens up the show saying, "I wish I could be there tonight. Unfortunately, I'm not clear to travel due to the absence of AEW EVPs Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and the satellite feed was abruptly cut off due to the mail in hands of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson at the production truck control board. Nicholas feigned an apology saying that they were having technical difficulties and lost the connection with Tony Khan in Jacksonville. Matthew said it was okay that Tony wasn't there because the Bucks were there. Matthew said they weren't fired after injuring Tony Khan last week due to their ironclad contracts with a founders clause in them. Matthew said the contract also said that in the main event that Tony Khan couldn't run the show live at the arena, the EVPs would have the right to take over. In other words, we're in charge now, said Matthew Jackson. With that being said, Matthew, let's run a new show open. Added Nicholas Jackson. A new Dynamite opening package showcased a highlight mortgage of the Elite, the Bucks, Okada, and Jack Perry. And yeah. Moving on, AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland came to the ring with Prince Nana. Swerve comes to the ring, cuts a promo. He says 3 matches, 3 shows in 1 week. That is the type of champion that All Elite deserves, and that is the type of champion that Swerve said he's going to be. What All Elite Wrestling does not deserve is selfish, power-hungry EVPs who are throwing their weight around. That will be handled at some point, but first we need to discuss my opponent at Double or Nothing. I don't know who it's going to be, but whoever it is, please wipe your feet before you walk into my house. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson appeared on a big screen from the production truck. The Bucks said they believe that maybe Swerve's success has gotten to his head and he needs a close of humility. So they are going to arrange for the perfect opponent for Swerve at Double or Nothing. Nicholas said to hit the opponent's music. The Patriarch, Christian Cage, returns for the first time since I think he lost. We haven't seen Christian since he lost the TNT title to Adam Copeland on Dynamite. So yeah, Christian Cage music began to play. Christian Cage walked to the ring with Mother Wayne, Nick Wayne, and Killswitch. Christian Cage was about to speak into a microphone and instead hit Swerve with a cheap shot. Swerve got back to his feet and slugged back at Christian, Nick Wayne, and Killswitch. Swerve put up short at Mother Wayne as Mother Wayne glared into Swerve's eyes. Killswitch grabbed Swerve from behind and wiped out Swerve and pressed out with headbutts. Christian Cage crushed Swerve with the Killswitch onto the AEW World title. Nick Wayne nailed Prisoner with Wayne's World. Christian comes on the mic and says, "Swerve, there's something you should know about me. I never forget. I haven't forgotten that some months ago you broke into my son's Nick Wayne's gym and you left him in a pool of his own blood. I haven't forgotten that at one time you and I were a tag team at the biggest show in the history of this business and you lost. You embarrassed me. I've been waiting for the right moment to make you answer for those mistakes, and it seems like there's no better time than right now to make you pay for those mistakes. I'm going to embarrass you the same you that you embarrass me. I don't know. These words are weird. I'm going to make sure you're a footnote in the history of AEW. I heard your little speech last week, Swerve, about your path to the world title, to the point where your daughter feels like she doesn't even know you. Well, Swerve, when I'm finished with you, your daughter's not going to want to know you. But I can promise you this. Your daughter is going to have a father she can be proud of for the rest of her life." I'm going to walk into AEW Double or Nothing, and I'm going to rip the AEW World Championship out of your hands. But Swerve, know this, the pain has just begun. Killswitch tore a chunk of hair out of Swerve's head. Christian Cage just put the World Champion on notice for Double or Nothing in Vegas, said Taz. And it's officially confirmed. Swerve Strickland will defend the AEW World Championship against Christian Cage at Double or Nothing. So, I thought this was a pretty good segment. We're getting Swerve versus Christian Cage. Now, I know what you guys thinking. Christian, he just came back. He just lost the TNT Championship. What has he done to deserve a shot at the world title? He hasn't built himself back up. He hasn't done anything. And that's why we need to get rid of the ranking system, because you bring back the ranking system and then you abolish it again for the second time. So you need to get rid of the ranking system. I thought wins and losses matter. They're just saying. But Christian is the perfect opponent for Swerve. And I like that they connected and they got a backstory on why they're doing this match. Because, if you guys don't remember, last summer, Swerve broke into Nick Wayne's gym, and him and his boy AR Fox, they attacked him. They attacked Swerve, and they left him in a bloody pool. And then Swerve and Christian, they teamed up to take on Darby and Steen, I think, at All In, and they lost. So I like how they went back to that story and they did a little throwback. So I like how they did that. So thank you for at least explaining to me why this match is happening. Very plain and simple. So yeah. And we're gonna get this match at Double or Nothing. Do I think Swerve drops the title that early? No, I don't think Swerve Strickland's losing the AEW World Championship until I just don't think Swerve is losing until we get to All In, or until we get to All In or Full Gear. Because I feel like what AEW is going with, I think AEW is gonna go Christian Cage at Double or Nothing. And I think Forbidden Door, he's gonna go, this guy's stealing. Get him out. He's out. Oh no? Okay. But I think Double or Nothing, he'll face one of the New Japan guys. So I don't know who that will be. Swerve versus Mox. Yeah, they might run Swerve versus Moss at Forbidden Door for the title, but you gotta think Moss is a champion too, so when it make I don't think it would make sense because both guys champ versus champ. So are you gonna do a non-title or you gotta do a non-title because Moss not losing no time soon. Or you do Swerve versus who the last guy Moss beat? Naito? Yeah, you could do Swerve versus Naito. You could do that. You could do that you could do that at Forbidden Door. Swerve versus Naito. That'd be cool. I think that'd be cool, honestly. Yeah, Swerve versus Naito. Yeah, that'd be cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. That would that cook? Would that cook? Did I cook with that? I don't know. Like I don't. There we go. And then All In. Are they doing a pay per view in July? No, they're not doing one in July. All In. I think the end game is Ospreay and Swerve in All In London. I really think that's the end game. Ospreay and Swerve. Or I think the end game, to be honest, is I think the end game might be, and I know you don't like this, and I'm not all for it, but I think the end game, one of the end games could be Swerve versus Jack Perry for the world title, and Jack Perry is the guy to take the title off of Swerve. That way, they can get the Elite all the gold. You know, you got the Young Bucks as the tag team champions, you got Okada as the international champion, and you got Jack Perry as the world champion. I am not condoning this. I am not advocating for this, but I just feel like that's what Tony Khan is going to go with. Swerve and Jack Perry. Swerve and Jack Perry, and I think that's the angle. I think we're going to get that sometime soon, and Jack Perry is going to be the guy to get the title off of Swerve Strickland. I think that's my honest take. Now, I wouldn't mind if Ospreay beat Swerve in London. I wouldn't mind Ospreay beat Swerve. I wouldn't mind if Adam Cole beat Swerve. But one of these three men will. I think one of those three men will get is going to be Swerve. Either Jack Perry, Will Ospreay, or Adam Cole. But Will Ospreay is facing Roger Strong for the internet for the. Did I say international title for Okada? No, Okada's the Continental Classic champion. Oh my god. Oh, bro. This company got so many titles. I'm not even naming the right ones on the right people. But maybe what if we get Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland title for title? Let's say Will Ospreay goes in a double or nothing and he beats Roger Strong for the international championship, and Swerve Strickland's still the AEW champion. What if we get Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland and the winner becomes, the first ever AEW double singles champion? Now there has been double champions in AEW. I think Pac became the first guy to hold two titles at the same time. But yeah, let's say Swerve and Ospreay, they meet at All In, title for title, and let's say Ospreay wins and he holds both championships. He holds the AEW International Championship and he holds the AEW World Title, and we get two belts with Ospreay just like he did in the UK scene. When he came out with the Red Pro belt and he came out with some other belt. Yeah. So what if, we get Ospreay two belts? I'm just saying. Jack Perry is not dethroning Swerve Alex. If anything, I see Jack Perry taking the TNT title off Adam Copeland. I mean, that could happen. I'm just not a big fan of Jack Perry. And this new... I'm just not a fan of this Jack Perry stuff. I'm sorry, but... yeah. But I just got a feeling... that he'll either beat Swerve or Adam Copeland. Let me tell you something. Jack Perry taking the title off of Swerve Strickland is... You're literally asking for disaster. That's what you're asking for. You're just asking for disaster. But moving on. Cope Open TNT Championship match. We got the Radar superstar Adam Copeland, the TNT champion, versus House of Black's Buddy Matthews. Copeland brought down Buddy with a sidekick, with a side headlock takeover. Matthews sprung up to his feet. Buddy used Hesses on Copeland. Buddy charged at Copeland, but Copeland used a low bridge and followed with a tope suicida. Buddy entered the ring and drilled Copeland with a DDT. Buddy stomped on Copeland's back. Buddy Matthews connected with a round kick to Copeland's back. Copeland and Buddy duked it out on the top turnbuckle and knocked one another down to the arena floor. Back in the ring, they traded forearms. Both men charged at one another and collided with cross-body presses. Clearly, both having the same idea. AEW medical staff entered the ring to check on Buddy, who began spitting blood from the hit, but was able to get back to his feet despite the compromised midsection. Buddy powerbombed Copeland for a near fall. Buddy tried for another powerbomb, but Copeland countered with a kick to Buddy's midsection. Copeland blasted Buddy with an avalanche impaler, but Buddy kicked out at the 2 count. The Path to Ring chant AEW, AEW, AEW. Okay. Copeland tried for a spear, but Buddy blocked it with 3 knee strikes and then a jackhammer for a near fall. Buddy traces Riley kick out into a cross-face submission. Copeland escaped the spear. Buddy Matthews to score the pin. It was a great effort by Buddy Matthews, but the damage to his midsection turned out to be his undoing. Excuse me, said Excalibur. Copeland attacked Buddy after the match, sending the match to the House of Black. Copeland grabbed 2 steel chairs. The mist in Copeland's eyes has made him crazy, said Shivani. Copeland set up Buddy for the concerto. The lights went out in the arena. When the lights returned, Malachi Black was standing in the ring beside Copeland. Black told Copeland to hit Buddy with the chair. Buddy smiled at Copeland and said, "Do it." Copeland raised the chair and the arena went black again. The lights came back on. This time the House of Black were gone. Just a complete head game going on. A typical House of Black set task. I thought the match was good. Adam Copeland retains the TNT title. I really think Malachi Black should dethrone Adam Copeland. I really think he should be the one taking the title off of Adam Copeland. Because Malachi Black, his entire run in AEW has been a complete... I just feel like it's been a complete bust. You know, and I feel like Malachi Black has been far off worse in AEW than he was in WWE. That's just my honest take. He is far off worse in AEW than he was in WWE. They can't keep doing the rest of the House of Black dirty. Yeah, and the fact that they're booking his wife, that WWE books his wife better than AEW's booking him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Barely gets any singles matches. Like, bro, I don't know what they're doing with him. You just feel like he has to get the TNT title, or else this whole thing was just a complete... I just feel like if he doesn't win the TNT title, then what's next for him? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's next? The fact Julia Hart is booked better than Malachi Black and help Brody King. Yeah. And Julia Hart is injured. So where is the group? Because let me tell you something. That group without Julia Hart, I'm telling you. That group without Julia Hart, it goes down a little bit. It goes down. And I just feel like that's the honest truth. When Julia Hart went away for a bit because of that injury, you can just start to sense the aura being taken away from the House of Black. The aura was there when Julia was there, but now Julia's gone. Where your aura gonna be at now? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. But it could have gone after Roddy. That would have been a cool story to tell. Undisputed Kingdom versus House of Black. I mean, I would have been all game for that. But is Adam Cole clear to compete? I mean, Adam Cole was walking that dynasty. So is Adam Cole clear? We'll have to see. We'll have to see, man. But they're gonna run Adam Cole versus Brody King, and then when Adam Cole when he gets to Malachi, that's probably when he'll drop that title. So yeah. Alright, Samoa Joe versus Isaiah Cassidy. I didn't care for this. Samoa Joe defeats Isaiah Cassidy. I mean, do you guys care? No, you don't. Sky Blue had a message for TBS champion Willow Nightingale. Sky Blue called Willow a fraud. If it weren't for Stokely, I would have beaten you last time. I have your number. If you even have the champion you say you are, come put the championship on the line tonight on Rampage. And we all knew what happened on Rampage if you guys watched it. Willow and Sky Blue had a match in the main event. No rules. And Willow obviously retained. Willow will be... We all know Willow's going to be a transitional champion until Mercedes had Double or Nothing. So, yeah. Up next, Orange Cassidy came to the ring to cut a promo. Orange comes out. What the hell? Oh, the pitch clock. Orange. I hate this. I thought I decided when my best friends Chuck and Trent beat each other up and would get everything out of their systems, we all come back to the ring, stand together as best friends, but that's never going to happen. I've been told that because of what Trent did, Chuck, after the match, my best friend Chuck Taylor will never wrestle again. So now I'm standing in the ring alone to tell you, Trent, the next time I see you, Trent pops up. Wow, big surprise. Orange Cassidy is trying to make this about himself. Orange charged up the ramp at Trent. AEW security. AEW security jumping away as Trent yelled from the whole Orange back. Trent, you're too selfish, Orange. That's why it happened. Chuck's career is over because of you, not me. Chris Statler came out to try to calm down Orange Cassidy. Don Callis walked out and whispered into Orange's ear. Callis puts his arm around Orange, and the two men walked away together. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I don't know where it's going. Don Callis came out during that segment. Is Don Callis and Orange Cassidy working together? I don't know. But like I said, Trent as a solo guy, you just cannot get behind that. I can't get behind it. You can't get behind it. This segment does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. So, yeah. Moving on. I don't care for this segment. Moving on. Renee Paquette was backstage to interview AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, Nicholas, and Matthew Jackson. Matthew asked if Renee bumped into their old friend, and Renee said no. Nicholas said they wanted to give some TV time to their good friend, the scapegoat, Jack Perry. Jack Perry comes on and says, I meant what I said last week when I told Tony the only thing I wanted was what was best for AEW, and that's exactly what I did. Tony made me the scapegoat, and I realized it was a sacrifice somebody was going to have to make, but we all have to sacrifice, and thanks to Tony Khan, we are entering a new era under the Elite. Okay. Trent Beretta's going to join the Don Callis family. Does anybody really care for that, bro? The only people that we care about in the Don Callis family is Takeshita. And that's it. Will Hobbs got injured. He had to go under the knife. I hope he gets better. But the only person we really care about in the Don Callis family is Konosuke Takeshita. And that's it. And even Takeshita ain't even been. He's ice cold. So I hope Takeshita can get back on his feet, man. I hope we build Takeshita a little bit better, man. What happened? Featuring Acclaim, Daniel Garcia. Yeah, and Ospreay's a babyface, but Ospreay's bound to get back with the United Empire. He's bound to get Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis back together when Mark Davis gets back from his injury. So he's bound to get United Empire back together on TV. So, yeah. What's good, Adam? I'm good, Adam. I'm doing all right. How about you? I'm doing all right. Adam, how about you? Welcome to the stream. Matthew, what's up, man? Welcome on in. We got 12 people. Get them up. So, yeah. What happened featuring Acclaim, Dan Garcia, Andrade, Rush, etc. So many talented dudes just getting no TV time. I'm tired of seeing the same cast of characters. Well, those guys have been on TV, but they've just been on Collision. You just seen them on either Rampage or Collision. They're probably gonna get Jeff Cobb, and Great O'Connor to get the full Circle for United Empire. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, if how and wasn't Sammy Guevara part of the Don Callis family, but he's suspended, and realistically he shouldn't be. And realistically, he should be fired, but it's neither here or there. Um, yeah, you don't know when Sammy Guevara is gonna get back. Like I said, but does anybody care for Sammy Guevara? No. Sammy Guevara has his wing work. He has no. First of all, he's got no charisma. That's his first problem. Sammy Guevara has the charisma of Sammy Guevara is like it's like watching paint dry. And that's just true. Sammy Guevara is just like it's just like watching paint dry. Every time Sammy Guevara comes out, he's go away. Nobody wants to see him on TV. Sammy Guevara has no aura. Sammy Guevara is not good in the ring. I actually praised him for his ring work before, but I feel like over time he started to get a little sloppy. You get what I'm saying? Sammy got a little. He's got a little sloppy. And trust me, I hope Sammy gets better. But let's be real, nobody cares for him. I love Sammy. He's a Houston guy. He's from my hometown. But yeah, and I liked Sammy. He was one of the few wrestlers I liked when I got into AEW. But to see how hard he fell off because Sammy Guevara is his own worst enemy. He's got sloppy in the ring. He's got no charisma. And I know the whole him and Tay situation. Now whatever that. Now they're happily married. Ooh, shout out to them. They're happily married. Him and Ty Mello. Happily married. He's got a kid now. And you hope he matured. And I hope he did. ASF, you might be right. Sammy Guevara could have been a world champion right now if it wasn't for his if he wasn't his own worst enemy. He could have been the world champion. He could have been the world champion right now if he didn't get his head so far up his ass, and he wasn't his own worst enemy. The only thing that's holding Sammy Guevara back from getting to the top is Sammy Guevara himself, and it's just plain and simple. Yeah, the same thing. Now I don't know when Tom Mello's coming back, but apparently she's been training for a little bit on and off. I don't know, but when Tom Mello gets back, and Brendan said it best. Brendan said it too. Tay could have been a star in AEW if she wasn't her worst enemy. If Sammy wasn't so damn what's that word? What is that word? I don't know that word. Hard-headed. Yeah, hard-headed. If Sammy Guevara was so damn hard-headed, he could have been a world champion at the moment. Sammy Guevara could have been the world champion he could have been a world champion as we speak. But no. That's the problem. That's the problem with Sammy Guevara, man. He was too hard-headed. And I hope after he had that kid and got married, I hope he matured. But and he's another guy too that needs social media PR training. He really is, because you just can't go on social media and just snap on and just snap on everybody and just put out thank you AEW tweet, bro. No. All right, Big Yana almost had an RBI. The problem is two things: his attitude and how he was, and how Tony Khan put him in a TNT title that he never recovered from. That's really what started his fall off. This man was he was in one of the best. And I remember this. Like it was yesterday. He was in one of the best ladder matches that AEW put on with Cody Rhodes. And then you made him lose the TNT title to Scorpio Sky, and that's when his fall off really started. All right, enough of Sammy Guevara. Let's move on to the next segment. But that's just my rant on Sammy Guevara. Yano Diaz gets a hit, baby. Yes, sir. 2-7. We're playing some damn good baseball right now. Astros 7, Guardians 2. When Tate comes back, she's gonna be lost in the show. There's too many talented women, and they're all better than her. Sorry, but that's just the truth. AEW is not gonna push Ty Mello over a Mariah May. They're not gonna push a Ty Mello over a Jamie Hayter. They're not gonna push a Ty Mello over a Deonna Purrazzo. They're not gonna push a Ty Mello over. They're not gonna push a Ty Mello over a Thunder Rosa, over a Willow Nightingale, over a Mercedes. Definitely over a Mercedes, not over a Mercedes. Ty Mello she's not going to be a top 10 priority for the women's division. She's not. That's just my hot take. She won't be a top 10 priority. And I know someone's gonna look at this video like I'm hating, but I'm just not. I'm just telling you the raw and uncut truth. When Ty Mello comes back, what is she gonna do? They'll bring her back. They'll book her in a title program, probably against against who? Tony Storm. She'll lose the match, and then where's she gonna go from there? She will end up just like Hikaru Shida. You guys remember when Shida came when she lost to Tony Storm the last time, and then they took her off TV, and she was nowhere to be found. And then they sent Shida RH. She loses to Athena. Goodbye. It sounds like they disrespecting Shida, man. And she is a veteran to your division. She's been there for 5 years, bro. And this how you doing Shida, bro? I swear to bro, if I'm a contract, I'm walking up to Tony Khan and I'm asking to get me out of my contract. I swear. And pack your bags and head to Sanford, Connecticut. That's what I'm doing if I'm a Hikaru Shida. I hope Hikaru Shida got a plan. Hikaru Shida got a plan. Pat them bosses going up to Stanford, Connecticut. I sure hope they got a plan. Moving on. Chris Jericho versus Kabuski Kashiori Shibata. I don't care. Bro. I literally don't care. I just don't. Oh, but Alice, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I watch it because this is my job, and I watch it because I critique the shows to make it to make it better. The Jericho Vortex, man. The Jericho Vortex. Singleton. Pain Hustlers, that's 2-8 for real. Did y'all see the gear that Chris Jericho came out in? He thought it was this man thought it was 2011 all over again. When in reality it's not. It is not 2011, Chris. Hang it up. It's not 2010. This is not 12 to 15 years ago. Come on, Chris. What is we doing? We coming out in tight trunks again? Chris, what are we doing? All right. Jericho Shibata traded chops. Jericho connected with the Lion Salt. Jericho put a trash can in from beneath the ring and then whacked Shibata in the head with it. Jericho pulled out a bag of hockey pucks and emptied them into the ring. Shibata suplexed Jericho into the hockey pucks. If you guys don't know, Jericho, I think he's spent half of his life in Winnipeg. And yeah, he's the reason why his Winnipeg Jets got knocked out of the NHL playoffs by the Colorado Avalanche. In that same building that they hosted Dynamite in, that Tuesday night before that Dynamite, Avalanche sent them home packing. They'll play the winner of the Dallas Stars and Golden Knights. But anyways, back to wrestling. We'll talk about hockey later if y'all want to. Toronto still has a 1-up lead over the Maple Leafs. Bruins about to blow another 3-1 lead, bro. They just don't know how to close out fucking series. I swear. Anyways, moving on. Back on topic. Shibata and Jericho blistered each other's chest with more stiff chops. Jericho threw a hockey puck at Shibata's face. Jericho put the lion's hammer on Shibata. Shibata countered with a figure 4. Jericho grabbed another hockey puck and threw it at Shibata's mouth. Shibata grabbed the trash can and put it over the head of Shibata. Jericho smashed a kendo stick against the trash can. Shibata got to his feet, trash can still on his head, and backed Jericho into the corner. Shibata headbutted Jericho with the trash can. Still on his head, Shibata dropped the trash can against Jericho's chest. Shibata grabbed 2 kendo sticks. He tossed one to Jericho and kept 1 kendo stick for himself. Okay. They sat on the mat, hit one of the kendo sticks. Shibata suplexed Jericho into the hockey pucks. Shibata grabbed a table from beneath the ring. Slid into the ring. Shibata propped the table against the turnbuckles. Shibata charged at Jericho, but Jericho countered with the codebreaker for the near fall. Shibata countered the Judas Effect with a rear naked choke. And Shibata leveled Jericho with an overhead chop. Shibata grabbed the table from the corner and moved it on the mat. Big Bill ran to the ring and blasted Shibata with a massive boot to Shibata's head. Big Boo choke slammed Shibata through the table. Jericho covered Shibata, taking advantage of the assist from Big Bill and pinned Shibata. Okay. Brennan said when he saw the Jericho match, he immediately changed it to the Heat and Celtics game. By the way, the Celtics going to the second round of the playoffs. I kind of expected the Heat was not going to win the series. They were probably going to end it in 5 games anyways. So yeah, the Celtics will be waiting on the. They'll be waiting on. Who else? They'll be waiting on the Cavaliers and the Magic. So yeah. Renee Paquette was backstage with TBS champion Willow Nightingale, Chris Stanley, and Toby Hathaway. Chris, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm so sorry because the CEO, Mercedes Moné, had no reason to be out there. I tried to defuse the situation and get it back on you, Willow, and I'm just so sorry. Luckily for Sky Blue Light, last week let me in the final mood, and Mercedes, don't think I forgot about you. I got something for you. The Young Bucks sent a text message via text. Said they messaged via text that Chris and Stokely were banned from ringside tonight, and if there was any interference, Willow would be stripped of the TBS championship. Okay. The Mogul MC's Brian Cage versus the Blackpool Combat Club's Claudio Castagnoli. Both men charged for and clubbed each other with elbow strikes. They switched it up to running lariats. Brian Cage suplexed Claudio, but Claudio answered with a European uppercut and a suplex. Claudio clobbered Cage with a backbreaker. Claudio scoop slammed Cage and then suffered forward and then double stump Cage. Brian Cage caught Claudio with a vertical suplex from outside the ring back into the ring. Brian Cage blasted Claudio with an area code shot and then a discussed lariat for a near fall. Claudio jumped off the ropes and connected with a European uppercut. Claudio rocked Cage with an area code shot. Claudio dropped Cage with a pop-up European uppercut. Claudio hurled Cage around in a giant swing. Claudio put Cage in the sharpshooter and Cage was forced to tap out. This match was just there. I just didn't care for it. So yeah, like I said, that this whole second hour was just too much filler. That's what I'm saying. So Mariah May, accompanied by AEW Women's Champion Toni Storm and Luther, versus the Professor Serena Deeb. Deeb trapped Mariah in the Paradise Lock. Deeb drop kicked Mariah. Deeb followed up with a shoulder tackle. Mariah rocked Deeb with an explosive elbow strike to Deeb's jaw. Mariah walloped Deeb with a drop kick. Deeb rallied back with a guillotine neck breaker to May. Deeb followed up with a swinging neck breaker. Deeb snapped Mariah with a German suplex. Mariah May rallied back with a drop kick in the top rope. Mariah connected with a hip attack in the corner for a near fall. May headbutted Deeb and wiped out Deeb with a suplex. Mariah was looking for a handstand hurricanrana, but Deeb countered with a single leg crab. Deeb went back and Toni Storm threw in a towel. The ref awarded the match to Deeb. It is official for Double or Nothing. With that victory, Serena will challenge Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship, said Excalibur. Okay, like I said, it's just a little build-up match for Serena Deeb. So, Serena will face Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship at Double or Nothing. Toni Storm is going to retain. She's not going to lose the title to All In. So, where do we go after this? Where do we go? I think Toni Storm, she'll be Serena Deeb. She'll be at Forbidden Door. I don't know who she face. But, the match should be good, but Serena Deeb, good worker. Good worker. It's just the person. She's just like, I just feel like she's just a Tegan Knox of AEW. Like, you're just good in the ring, but like, there's no personality. There's no personality. There's really no swagger about yourself, except that you're good in the ring, and that's really it. So yeah, but like I said, I don't know when Jamie Hayter's coming back. She's good, but there's just no charisma there. No charisma, no personality. So yeah. Because after this, you can build up Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Yeah, for All In. Give us like a 2-month build for that. So yeah. So it looks like Toni Storm's gonna be Serena Deeb. Then she's gonna go to Forbidden Door, and she's gonna face Mina from Stardom. She's gonna face Mina at Forbidden Door. So she'll face Mina, and then she'll get to Mariah at All In if Jamie's not there in time. So yeah, maybe Jamie will be back. Jamie Hayter will be back before the year is over. I can tell you that. So yeah, they signed Kamali. I'm like, what are they doing with her? If you have the girl tied to a contract, why are you not putting her on TV? You're basically doing the same thing you're doing to Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne doesn't want to be there. She's a Rousey girl. And I'm sure she'll be working for Marigold, right? Yeah, she'll be working for Marigold. But first, she needs to get out of this contract. So yeah. I think, isn't Marigold's first show on the 20th? Yeah. 20th. 2 weeks. So yeah. Kamali's built like Jade Cargill was tied. Yeah. If you have these girls tied down, you have these people tied down to a contract, why are you not using them? I don't know why they don't have Maria booking the women's division. It's still crazy to me, bro. Because if Maria had her hands on that women's division, oh my god, it would have been, this women's division would be so much better if Maria has her full hands on it. Or better yet, if you hire Scott D'Amore to book your women's division. If you hired Scott D'Amore to book your women's division, don't you think the women's division will be all for it? Don't you think the women's division will be on for it if Maria Kanellis or Scott D'Amore had their hands on the women's division? Because we all know what Scott D'Amore can do. Scott D'Amore produced one of the best women's segments, women's matches in pro wrestling. From Impact, from TNA. I don't know how is Scott D'Amore still unemployed. It's sickening to me. Unless something behind the scenes about Scott D'Amore that we don't know about was something crazy. But if Scott D'Amore has a clean slate, then you need to go ahead and bring Scott D'Amore in. Because Scott D'Amore got fired in February, right? January, February. How are we in May and Scott D'Amore is still unemployed? If I'm Tony Khan, I would have Scott D'Amore on speed dial. I would have Scott D'Amore on speed dial. Alex, did you see that clip of Top Dollar laying down watching a woman bouncing on Joe? Yeah. And Scott D'Amore and Scott D'Amore probably was watching this thing. This is what they do while I'm gone. This is what they fired me for. Yeah. Do you know the reactions? Do you know how Deonna Purrazzo would be if Scott D'Amore came in and booked the women's division? Do you know how much relief that gives Deonna Purrazzo and some of the other girls that used to work for Scott D'Amore? Like a Kiera Hogan and all those other girls. We might actually get 2 women's matches on Dynamite. Scott D'Amore should go to AEW, and if I were Tony Khan, I would give him Dynamite to book. Yeah. Let him book Dynamite, and Tony can run Collision. Crazy, man. Really is. And it looks like the Maple Leafs are going to tie the series with the Bruins at 3 games apiece. So Game 7 on Saturday. I'll be watching. So yeah. And you got the Motor City Machine Guns coming in. Like, what? Come on, bro. What are we doing? Going back to the Motor City Machine Guns versus Generation Me. I don't know how many of you guys remember that. them TNA days. Motor City Machine Guns versus Generation Me. Ugh. I'm scared Papa H will fumble with Blair Lar and Kiana James. He botched Ken and Kiana, so in Abba and Isla last year's draft. Well, this is the first full year that Triple H taking over without Vince in charge. And no Vince around, none of that. But you know, if you show me that you're in a new era. Show me that you're in a new era, man. For real. Moving on. Renee Paquette was interviewing TNT champion Adam Copeland backstage when Kyle O'Reilly came up and approached Copeland and said he didn't dig what House of Black were doing to Copeland, and if Copeland ever needed backup, Kyle will be watching. Copeland said he was facing Brody King this week and he appreciated the offer. Okay. Up next, the last thing of the show, the return of Kenny Omega, man. Welcome back, Kenny Omega. So yeah. Kenny Omega comes out for the first time since December 13th. Was his last TV appearance. So he's been out. He's been out the game for about 5 months. So yeah. Are the Bruins really about to blow another 3-1 lead for the second straight year? Bro, if this team blows if you let this team come back and win the whole series from a 3-1 deficit, we got some serious talking about you. Jim Montgomery got to get fired. Yeah. Yeah, Bruins need to make some they need to make some changes for real. Yeah, we've been past 2K. Yeah. We've been past 2K, buddy. You probably just gotta update YouTube or refresh it or something. But I'm at 2K. Well, Bruins scored a goal, but there's no time. Yeah. So Maple Leafs win 2-1 over the Bruins. The series is tied at 3 apiece. Game 7, Saturday night. Yeah. I'm just looking at this game and I'm thinking, like, is this really happening? The Bruins blowing another 3-1 lead for a second straight year. Bruins and Maple Leaf series history. I kind of somehow figured it was gonna go to 7. And why they ain't putting him in? Mark. Don't y'all got the best goalie? Come on, bro. If Swayman lost since y'all lost the last game, Jeremy Swayman was in the goal was goalie. I would put you Mark in for this one. Just my personal opinion. I would have put him in. That's crazy. They really about to blow this 3-1 lead, man. It's crazy, bro. All right. Last segment. Kenny. I've never been good at this sort of stuff. Talking about injuries, sickness, weakness. A few months back, I was diagnosed with diverticulitis. Excuse me. But after spending 10 days in the hospital, the doctors told me, Kenny, you're one of the lucky ones. You are 24 hours away from dying. So to that, I said, cool story, doc. Can you patch me up and send me back to dynamite? He said, Kenny, it's not that simple. We need to get what's in you out of you. And if we cut you open, now you have to have a bag possibly for the rest of your life. So I said to the doctor, and if I don't? He said, that's fine. But for the rest of your life, you're going to have a ticking time bomb. But you might just wake up one day in the hospital having a surgery done to you anyway. Any blunt force trauma to the stomach could kill you. And since that day, I had to stop watching. Because my hands would shake. I was scared for the first time in my career. I felt pathetic and I felt like a coward. And maybe the point today, this whole thing was to come out and explain to you that I had to retire. And legit, that was my first thought that came to mind. I thought he was gonna come out and he had to retire. Like the way it just came off, like I just felt like maybe he had to hang it up, man. And you know, yeah. And then I did something. I turned on AEW for the first time the other day, and I watched Dynasty. I saw Swerve make history. I saw Will Ospreay and Bryan Nelson put on one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life. And I wish I could say I was happy. But when I look back down, my hands were shaking again, and the tremors got worse. The tremors got worse, and I thought, wait a minute. Am I really scared of being a wrestler? And that's not what it was. When I heard you all chanting my name, yes, I was scared. But the reason I was shaking was because I was going through withdrawal. I needed to be back in the ring, in this ring. Living is being in this ring. Being called the best is what fueled me. I hate that I already been forgotten, so I made a promise to myself, to each and every one of you. This isn't over until I exhaust every last option. If there's a 10% chance, a 5% chance, a 1% chance, bag or no bag, you guys aren't done with Kenny Omega yet. I made a mission statement to change the world, and that brings me on to the second piece of business. Matthew and Nicholas, you've been running roughshod over this company and embarrassing yourselves, and you're free to do that as EVPs. But what you forget is there's also one other EVP. I may be fired from the elite, but you can't fire me as the EVP. So as far as I'm concerned, until someone says otherwise, a part of the power in this company belongs to the best power machine. Coin drops, AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada music hit. Okada walked into the ramp. Omega, the Rainmaker, the best bout machine. It's funny. We had a bit of a rivalry in New Japan. What do you say? Give me a couple months and we'll sell it here in the AEW ring. How does that grab you? Okada, I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm the best bout machine now. Jab Perry blindsided Kenny from out of nowhere. Okada gave a steel chair to Jab Perry. Kenny Omega ducked the chair shot from Perry. Kenny fired back with jabs to Jab Perry. Kenny nailed Jack with a snapdragon suplex. Kenny was about to go for the feed trigger when Okada tripped up Kenny from outside the ring. Jab Perry seized the opportunity and hit Kenny in the midsection with a steel chair. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson came to the ring. The Bucks blasted Omega with the EVP trigger. FTR sprinted to the ring and chased off the new elite. FTR and AEW staff helping Omega into the stretcher. Kenny is in bad shape here, guys, said Taz. The medical staff at FTR will bring Kenny Omega into an ambulance. When they were attacked by the new elite, the bus flipped the stretcher over, sending Kenny tumbling into the concrete. And that's how the show ends. I'm just really glad. Kenny Omega is still alive, and he's still breathing. And honestly, bro, like, when he got sick, when Kenny got sick, man, if he had to retire back then, if Kenny was to retire right now, then I would have said thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for getting me back into wrestling. Because let me tell you something, man, and this is a true story. Kenny Omega was the first guy that brought me back into wrestling during the pandemic. When there was running those shows in daily place and you couldn't go nowhere, Kenny Omega was the first guy that got me back into wrestling. And without Kenny Omega, man, I don't think I'll be here. Like, covering this stuff. I I don't think I'll be here talking pro wrestling with y'all. I don't think I would have met some of these real life friends, some of these friends that I met, that I talked to on social media. They know who they are. Um, I don't think I would have been friends with them. I would have made friends with them. I genuinely think I would never ever meet those guys if it wasn't for Kenny Omega. Like, genuinely. And when he got sick, and this was around the same time, man, that was already like a rough. Man, that was really rough for me I look up to him, and he means, I don't know him personally, but like he means a lot to me. He really does. You know. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like I just look up to these guys, man. Like man, when he went out and when he was sick, man, that really messed with me. Like seriously. When one of your favorites go down, when people that you look up to, when they go down with injuries and stuff like that, it can just really take a toll on you, because you know those favorites, and you don't know, and you don't and we don't have to know them personally, but those people that we look up to, you know, and this is to Kenny Omega, this is to CJ Stroud, this is to Tank Dell, this is to the girls I look up to and I love. When they, because it was a time at one point, it was a time at one point I was going through some things, and Kenny Omega was sick at the time. Kenny Omega was sick. CJ Stroud was out with a concussion. Tank Dell was out for the rest of the year. Thunder Rosa was still working her way back to injury. Dakota was still out with injury. That was five of my favorites that were out. That was five of them. I had five people out that I looked up to. They were all out with injuries. And Kenny talking about how he almost passed. Bro, God forbid if Kenny passed away. This would have hurt me as a little kid. Like I just can't lose any. Like I just can't lose any more favorites. Like losing. I'm just now finding out Kenny Omega almost passed away. Like after a couple days ago, I found out Tank Dell got shot. And when ASF told me, "Oh, you heard Tank Dell got shot," my first thought was like, "Did he make it out?" That was like instant. That was instantly my first thought that came to my head. Like, did Tank make it? Because like if Tank didn't make it, then I just would have been crushed. I would have been crushed. Like dead serious. If Kenny, because like we could have been more than Kenny Omega, and we could have been more than Tank Dell. And thankfully, God had both of those men back. And then the whole Thunder Rose almost committed, had suicidal thoughts. Thankfully, God had her back. That was three. That was three of my favorites that I could have lost in that I genuinely could have lost in a 1 year span. The whole yeah the whole yeah that whole Brit thing, and I don't want to like get into it, but the whole the AEW women's locker rooms, you know, scrape going, making her scrape going, all that stuff. I don't want to get into that, but yeah, and you know, reading about, man, like it's just crazy because I could have been more than my three, I could have been more than my three favorites, and I didn't, and I'm lucky Gal was on their side. You know, to Kenny Omega, to Tank Dell, to Thunder Rosa. I love them all. I discovered Thunder Rosa like when I first got back into watching wrestling, and we just lucky God was on their side. God was on all of those three people's side. Yeah, Damar Hamlin last year, that was scary. Life is short. Bray Wyatt going at 36, man, and it's sad because like he won't even get to watch his children grow up, graduate high school, and move on to better things in life. For their moments and stuff like that. Remember what happened to Kobe and Gigi in 2020? Yeah, it's just in it's just an example of how life is too short. Life is too short, and this is a real life advice. Life is too short to be beefing with anybody, and always want to think negative. You want to live your life to the fullest. You never want to live your life in regret. Um, you just you want to live your life to the fullest, and you don't want to be the one thing that I fear. The one thing that I fear is dying. I'm laying in let's say I'm laying in the hospital bed one day and regretting that. Man, I wish I could have done this or I could have done that. You don't want to live you don't want to live in regret. And you make sure to talk to your loved ones, man, cause it's tough out here, man. You never know when it could be someone's last day, and tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So please stay safe out here. Please, live your life to the fullest, man. For real. Take care of yourself, mentally and physically. We make sure we put the right foods in our body, drink our water, get sunlight, get vitamin D. Every day is precious. And no matter what I'm going through, no matter how tough life gets, I remind myself every day that I'm still here. Even though my anxiety might, I struggle with anxiety and all that stuff. So I just want to say I love y'all. I really do. I'll never give up on y'all. So yeah, man. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, may God relieve Thunder Rosa from all her pain and stress, man. May God do that. I'm just glad God was on her side. I'm just glad God was on Kenny Omega's side. I'm just glad God was on Tank Dale's side. We love you too. You know that, brother. Thank you, ASF. I appreciate it. We're gonna get into BackLash predictions, and I'm gonna call it a night because I know some of you guys are watching the Knicks and the 76ers go at it. So yeah. Why is my nose so damn itchy? You always hear tragic news on TV of families having tragic accidents and someone passing either kill or a freak accident. I just clicked off mine. Yeah, be sure to check on your loved ones, man. And it's kind of a coincidence because today, I had a scary situation at work where, she wasn't. It was an old lady. I'm not gonna go into full details, but she came in. She looked out. She looked out of it. It was the weather's changing where I stay at, so it's kind of hot. It's like been in the 80s for days for like it's gonna be in the 80s for a while, and probably when we get into May and June, it's gonna be in the 90s. And she came in, and she just collapsed, and I hope she's still alive, but she was breathing while they got her. So yeah, it's probably just a heat stroke or whatever, but that's all I gotta say. I hope she's all right. So yeah. Backlash. Let's get into Backlash, man, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. God, why? God, my freaking nose is itching. That's crazy. Ugh. So yeah. Pollen season. Yeah, probably. I hope it's. I mean, I'm not sick, but I'm good. All right, let's get into the least matches I care about. To the matches that's important. I mean, there's only really 5 matches on the card. We're just gonna skim through these quick. I mean, I really don't expect nothing too crazy. I mean, the show is gonna be good. I just don't expect nothing, outlandish to happen or anything. But yeah. All right, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. These are for the WWE Tag Team titles, Women's Tag Team titles. That's pretty easy. Bianca and Jade. I think Bianca and Jade are gonna win the match. I don't see them losing anytime soon. They're gonna win the tag team titles from the Kabuki Warriors, and that's I don't see Damage Control being I don't see this group of Dakota, Io, and the Kabuki Warriors. You can just sense the split up is coming. You really could sense that. And I think this is the time for Dakota Kai to shine and, be a world champion this year. I was kind of scratching my head when they drafted Damage Control to Monday Night Raw, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'll give this a shot, but I think this is what WWE is trying to do. I think because I know Bayley, and we're going to get into Bayley, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton. This is a triple threat match for the women's title. Bayley's going to retain at Backlash. Bayley's not going to lose. Bayley is not going to lose the championship until she gets back to Dakota Kai. Because that's honestly my prediction. Bayley and Damage Control is not done. Dakota ain't done with Bayley. Io's not done with Bayley. I know this. They're not done with each other. And I can just tell. They're just driving. They're driving into separate brands because they need to put the storyline on pause. And sometimes the people do that on purpose. They put storylines on pause and they come back to it for a bigger moment. And the Kabuki Warriors are going to lose the tag team titles to Bianca and Jade. The rosters are going to lock on Monday on Raw. So Damage Control will be on Raw. Bayley's going to be on SmackDown. Obviously, she didn't get drafted because she's a champion, and champions get protected. So this is what I think is going to happen. My homie said, hey, I think Dakota will start racking up wins soon and start getting into contention for titles and stuff. Which I hope that's the case because she really hasn't been booked that well. Now, don't get me wrong. She made evented, SmackDowns and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but she could be a little bit better. And we're in a new era. You claim you're in a new era. You better start booking these people better if you claim you're in a new era like you say you is. Or else you just all talk and all hype. So, yeah. But I think what will happen is Tiffany will win Queen of the Ring. If she doesn't, then she's going to win Money in the Bank. I feel like Tiffany will win Queen of the Ring. Or Dakota. One will get the other. One will get Queen of the Ring. The other will get Money in the Bank. But the only way Dakota's gonna be able to get back to Bayley is she wins Money in the Bank, and if she wins Money in the Bank. That's the only way she's gonna get back. She's gonna be able to get back to Bayley. Because she's not beating Becky. We all know where WWE is gonna go with this whole Becky and Liv and Rhea situation. Becky is gonna drop the title to Liv at some point. Probably at Clash of the Castle or SummerSlam. Liv will hold the championship until Rhea gets back. We all know that's the plan. We all know that's what they're going with. But the only way Dakota's going to get back to Bayley is she has to win Money in the Bank. That's the only way she can get back to Bayley. And she can cash in on Bayley. And that will be her big moment, because you saw Io got her moment. You saw Bayley got her moment. So why don't Dakota get her moment? And ain't that a little dirty? Don't you feel like that's messed up? And then the Kabuki Warriors got the tag team titles, and wouldn't you feel dirty if you didn't get your moment? Wouldn't you feel dirty if all the other girls they got to do something and you didn't get to do it? Because that girl's been done dirty plenty of times by this company, and I stand on that. But if Dakota wins Queen of the Ring, she still can't get back to Bayley unless the Queen of the Ring gives you an opportunity to challenge for any championship that you want. Is that gonna come into play? IWC was shouting for Chelsea. These fans don't know what they want, and I'm glad WWE doesn't book for the IWC. Like I said, they don't book for your feelings. They don't. They book for they fit for what they think will be best for the company, and that's it. They don't book for your feelings, guys. And I realized this is day one. WWE does not. No pro wrestling company books for your feelings. They don't. So we're gonna have to keep these expectations low. Dakota should win Queen of the Ring and Tiff win Money in the Bank. But if Dakota wins Queen of the Ring, then where they go after that? See, you gotta have a follow-up plan for this stuff, guys. Guys, if you're gonna be booking like this, you gotta have a follow-up plan. So because the Queen of the Ring should get you a women's title shot. Am I not tripping for any women's title you want, or for that brand's title? But if you win Queen of the Ring, you gotta go into a match with Becky. You ain't beating Becky. You're gonna go in there and you're gonna lose. Now, should Dakota win Queen of the Ring? Yes. Would I mind her? Yes. But that's not gonna get her. That's not gonna get her back to Bayley. It's not. Unless the end game is Bayley holding the championship till WrestleMania 41. Unless that's the plan. Or who knows? Maybe they don't think Dakota's ready yet. She's proven to majority of people that she's been ready. But WWE doesn't see that. Yikes. Like I said, if you're really in a new era, you really book your new people better. Like, and I know why people was pissed that Becky won the championship, because you thought, hey, I thought it was in a new era. Becky winning the championship is not new era. You're going back to the same women. You're going back to Becky, Bianca, who else? Charlotte. What about the new people? What about the new people? When is the new people going to get opportunities? This is why I said for 2 years, bring a mid-card title. Bring a mid-card title. Bring a mid-card title. Look at Shawn Michaels. Look at what he did. I have complained that the main roster need a mid-card title for the women. If the main roster brought a mid-card title for the women, don't you know how much women that would be all better for it, that can't fight for the main women's titles? Don't you think they will be all better for it? Don't you think, thank God, that sigh of relief when the main roster when the main roster gets a mid-card title? Don't you get that sigh of relief from those other wrestlers? Thank goodness. We get more TV time. We get more exposure. Instead of being on TV, wrestling for 3 minutes. Someone tweeted at me recently, Becky and Bayley are champions in 2024. Fast forward 2019, same champions. New era, like, this is not no new era. If you're talking about a new era, you will show it to me. Now I hope after Backlash, you're really serious about this new era. Because if you keep doing the same thing, if you keep running the same cycle, when Charlotte comes back, what is she gonna do? She's gonna throw herself into a title picture. Is that signaling a new era? No, it doesn't signal a new era. And Charlotte is apparently in France for Backlash, from what I'm reading. If she comes back and, oh my goodness. Yeah, she comes back after that. This is not a new era. This is not a new era. Because they want to push the same people over and 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 over again. It's the same cycle. It's the same rinse and repeat stuff. We're not giving people new opportunities. Could you imagine if Shawn Michaels was running the main roster for the women's division? Can you imagine if Shawn Michaels was running the main roster women's division? Because if you see what Shawn Michaels do for NXT, you see NXT is one of the best women's division in pro wrestling. If WWE says that they're in a new era, then they have to start acting like it. And I agree with you, Brendan. They have to start acting like it, or else this company is just all talk, no action. Like Bastard said. This company is just all talk, no action. Now, Bayley winning the title, in my opinion, I'm fine with it because Bayley was really trying to push new people, was trying to give people more opportunities, and I know same thing about Becky. She's trying to get people opportunities. She's trying to get these people on TV. They're trying. But will Charlotte do that for others? No. Because all Charlotte thinks about is her damn self. That man got a mid-card women's title, which could potentially be held by. No, Julie's she's gonna be Roxanne's ender. Julie's gonna walk in the company and dethrone Roxanne. And that NXT North American Championship, that could go to anybody. It can go to Lola Vice, it can go to Jada Parker, it can go to Sol Ruka, it can go to who else? Fallon Henley, Tatum Paxley. That women's mid-card title, that could be up for anybody. There is no set winner. They're doing a combine next week on NXT, and I'll be live for NXT on Tuesday. They're doing a combine to see, which 6 women will go on to NXT Battleground. They'll get in a ladder match. This is Shawn Michaels is showing you this is how the women should be booked on the main roster. Shawn Michaels is literally giving his homeboy the blueprint. He's literally giving his homeboy the blueprint on how to put the women's division on the main roster. Last Legend is a contender for the North American title. I'm telling you, if you just get these girls a mid-card title, you will all be better for it. Charlotte really needs to be a team player in the new era. Like, stop trying to be like Hulk Hogan with the backstage politics. Yeah. For sure, man. So, yeah. But I got the Kabuki Warriors losing the titles to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Honestly, bro, if I'm WWE, I am taking the titles off the Kabuki Warriors. I'm putting them on Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and I am retiring them. That's what I'm doing. Because nobody cares about the women's tag team titles. Shawn Michaels did the same thing. He got rid. Didn't he get rid of the NXT women's tag team titles? Yeah, he got rid of that. He was like, get rid of it. Get rid of it. We don't need it. Get rid of this crap. Aren't those titles? Aren't those titles retired? Yeah, they're retired. Retired the women's tag team titles and and introduce a mid singles titles. They're not going. Yeah, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that because you have to go find some random team from off the block, from off the street, and how you gonna get the titles of Bianca and Jade? Because those two women are like those two women are like Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese together. How you gonna stop them? How you gonna stop them? Triple H really needs to take notes of what his friend HBK is doing at NXT. Yeah. All right, next up we got I already did Bailey the triple threat match prediction. Bailey is retaining. She's not losing. Name was probably gonna take the pin. Tiffany is set in for a big push this summer, so yeah. Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. Damian Priest is gonna retain. Damian Priest, he's not gonna hold the belt for long. Damian Priest, I feel like Damian Priest will drop it to. I think he'll drop it to Gunther. I don't know, but I just don't think I just think Damian will hold it till SummerSlam. Cause I feel like the end goal is him and Finn Balor. Maybe Finn Balor is the next guy in line to dethrone Damian Priest. I don't know. But Damian Priest is going to be Jey Uso at BackLash. And I think this is when we see the debut of Jacob Fatu. Either that or the Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline match. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. So that match, whoa! You wouldn't be surprised if Jey wins? Wow. Yeah, Priest retains through the interference by Jey. Yeah. I think this match is when you see Jacob Fatu. Because Jacob Fatu will be, I think Jacob Fatu will be at the show. In some capacity. He's going to screw Jey Uso out of the championship. And then he's going to come into play with the Randy Orton and Kevin Owens match at BackLash. I think the Bloodline is going to win that match. Damian Priest is going to drop to Drew McIntyre at Clash, yeah. And then that's when the Judgment Day breaks up and implodes, and we get Damian Priest and Finn Balor turn on each other, and then Liv takes the title from she takes Dom, and Liv takes everything away from Judgment Day and destroys it. Yeah. I don't think we get any title changes from the show other than the tag team title. So I got Damian Priest retaining over Jey Uso with the help of Jacob Fatu. I got Bailey retaining in her triple threat match. I got Bianca and Jade. That's the only title change from the show. And I got the Bloodline winning. And Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Cody Rhodes is not dropping that championship. Easily Cody Rhodes over AJ Styles at BackLash. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. Only because of how super over Jey is. Yeah, I understand, but like Jey Uso as a world champion, I'm never saying he'll never be one, but yeah, he's gonna get screwed by Jacob at BackLash. So yeah. Oh Lord, here come the 76ers. But they're down by 8, so 3:26 left. Like I said, Pacers are winning on the winner of that series, so yeah. I don't know about that either. Yeah. But we're about to hit, yeah, we just been on the stream a lot, but yeah. But yeah, that's all my predictions for BackLash. I got Cody Rhodes retaining his undisputed WWE Championship over AJ Styles. I got Damian Priest retaining his World Heavyweight Championship. I got Bayley retaining her women's title. I got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill getting the women's tag team titles, and I got the Bloodline winning their match. Because if you're going to establish this new bloodline under Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, you have to give them wins. You have to make them look like a legitimate threat. You can't just have these guys go in there and lose, because then they're gonna look at this like I can't take these dudes seriously. And Solo Sikoa coming out saying winning. What is he? What did he say? Winning something about, what did he say? Yo, is that really a news report saying Solo Sikoa was on a 41 match winless streak? Oh my. Oh man, so you telling me Solo Sikoa has not won a match in 6 months? Oh my god. Oh man. Losing has consequences. Dude, you haven't won a match in 6 months. Oh god, bro. Losing has consequences. Then he manages to go on and win his first match in 6 months at a house show in Italy. Oh my god, yo, that is crazy. The audacity, the balls that you had to come out and say that, and you have not won a match in 6 months. You was on a 4-1 match losing streak. He got theoried. He legit got the Austin Theory treatment. ASF said. They better keep the momentum. Yeah, on time of being the rapid animal. Solo has to stop losing, right? I mean, the dude hasn't won a match since he packed up John Cena. Now he want to be the Tribal Chief so bad, but you on a 4-1 match losing streak. Come on now, and you broke, and apparently you broke at a house show a couple hours ago, which is good. Congratulations to you, Solo. Now, can you actually show it to me on TV that you can start winning, so I can believe, so I can buy into what you're saying. So Roman loses 1 match, and there needs to be consequences. But Solo loses 4-1 matches, and he's talking about losing has consequences. Bro, come on now. How you gonna say losing has consequences? And what a hypocrite Solo Sikoa is. New Tribal Chief. Oh man. Oh god, yeah. But man, I had fun with y'all tonight, man. I really did, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. 76ers trying to make this comeback. Kelly Oubre with a 3. Ooh, gets it in. 104, 109, 76ers. Ain't you a 76ers fan, ASF? Ain't you a 76ers fan? Yeah, let's watch the rest of this game. Yeah, house shows don't count. I need to see you on a televised match, my guy. I need to see you on a televised match. Who do I think beat Tony Storm? Jamie Hader or Mariah May? Jalen Brunson goes in. Oh, he missed the layup. He can't finish it. Kelly Oubre's open. Messi gonna take it. He gets fouled. No foul called. Okay. 106, 109. Oh Lord, here we go. Oh Lord.
Getting the ball out of Brunson's hands, double teaming him on the catch. Brunson looks at the clock, gets it up. Hart drives, floats, missed it, tipped.
No, he missed it. Sixers down 3.
It's only down to a 3-point lead. Embiid.
Spin. Fake it. Tobias Harris steps back. No. Oh! Kelly Oubre. Sixers down one. Sixers down one. Sixers down one. Oh, Lord. No. Not the Knicks about to choke a 3-1 lead. No.
Game 6. Oubre gets called for the foul on Brunson.
Looked like right there.
Dog, what is the Knicks doing? They lit, bro. Oof. Yeah, the Knicks may choke. The Knicks may choke, bro. They may choke. 55 seconds. Foul. And one. Ooh. Oh, Lord. No one came to double team him. Now it's now Jalen Brunson just scored. It's now a 3-point game. It's about to be a 4-point game if Brunson makes this. Jalen Brunson has 39 points, 11 assists, bro. Oh my God. Could you imagine if he stayed in Dallas with Luka and them? Oh my God. But the Mavs didn't want to pay him. So he went to go be a superstar on his own in Dallas. In New York. So yeah. Jalen Brunson has been tremendous this postseason. Oh my God. This playoffs has been so fun. Oh, he missed it. Get the rebound. Oh Lord. Massey gets double team. Embiid. Massey. Give the ball back to Massey. Go in. Oh, he got fouled. Ooh.
It seemed like he got. They called it on DiVincenzo with a little contact. Oh, no, that might be a goaltending.
That might be what?
The ball may have hit the backboard before Hartenstein was able to make contact on that block. We're going to review this right now.
This might be a goaltending. So he might get an one off of this.
This is the blast by Maxey. Hartenstein helps.
That is so close.
A foul was called on Hartenstein. The question, did it hit the backboard before Hartenstein made contact with it?
It is hard to tell. It looked like it could have possibly touched the backboard there, but so close.
Either way, Maxey's going to the free throw line. Boy, it's bang bang.
It is bang bang.
Yeah. So he might get an one off of this, and we might get the game tied. Oh Lord. Nothing. This team refuses to lose. Oh my God. Wow. This team refuses to go away. Oh my goodness. So they're gonna count it. Warner Bros. Losing rights for the NBA. The NBC is the same. No!
Goaltend is the question right now.
I hope not, because Chuck,
And
bro.
free throw, they're going to count it.
Goaltending's been ruled on the floor and confirmed by the replay center. We'll shoot one now.
Oh, so Massey Mason, it's a tie game.
It felt like Philadelphia was dead in the water with 3 minutes left. But somehow, some way, get back, claw back into this game. And this has kind of been Maxey's time. Now is a chance to tie it up.
Lord, get Tyrese Maxey, man. The MVP of this, man.
The Knicks led by 6 with 28 seconds left. in Game 5, only to see the 76ers come back and pull off a stunning win. This is for the tie, Maxey.
The tie game. Tie game. Oh Lord, I know Ed's still stressing right now. Ain't you a Sixers fan? Ain't you a Sixers fan, Ed? Ain't you a Sixers fan? Ooh, I know someone in this chat has to be a Sixers fan. Ooh, I know you're stressing right now. I know you are stressing right now. This brother is stressing right now. Oh my God, yo. Yo, I said let's stay on the stream and watch the rest of this game. Cause this is the best series in the first round. This has been the best series of the first round, honestly. In my opinion. Whew.
Indiana has advanced the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, as has Boston. Cleveland and Orlando will play a Game 6 tomorrow night down in Florida. This is Game 6 with the Knicks in front 3-2. This series has had a little bit of everything. It's had
Yeah, bro, y'all, bro, they gotta be, bro. I'm so glad. This is what I miss about being in the playoffs, man. All this, I lucky I ain't stressing this year. I haven't been stressing for the last 3 years.
Well, the Sixers double team Brunson here on the catch, or they put him straight up for 2 on the mat. He was at the end and caused it.
All right, double team Brunson. Double team Brunson. Double team. There you go. Get the ball out of his hands. Go back to the double team. Go back to the double team. Go back. Oh, Josh Hart. Hey! Ooh! Josh Hart, man. Josh Hart. Oh. Oh.
But he stepped up with confidence as Brunson double team looked to swing it. Maxey
Woo!
and able to line up, knock down a big time shot. Wow.
Josh Hart sticks it from long range to put the Knicks in front by 3.
That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo. Bro. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, bro. They've been outside of Jalen Brunson, bro. Josh Hart been cooking too. You can't even look. You can't leave a shooter wide open like that. You just can't. If you leave him wide open, he gonna make you pay. He gonna make you pay. Sisters need 3. Come on. Oh Lord. I mean, bro, you giving me a heart, bro. You making me stressing. You getting me anxiety over this game, man. And my team ain't even in it. My team ain't even in it. Woo.
I think some high speed and roll action, maybe some misdirection. If you can get a quick
This may just scrap home here.
But you don't need a 3 in this situation. You want to try to score quickly, and if you do, you're going to have to pick up full court and try to maybe possibly get a steal with 24 seconds left. Right now, New York has gone small, so expect them to switch any kind of screening action from Philadelphia.
Sixers are out of timeouts. 24.4 on the clock. They get it in for Embiid. Anunoby there defensively. Embiid turns.
Yeah, you don't need a 3. You don't need a 3. Get the ball out of Brunson's hands. Get the ball out of Brunson's hands. Go full court.
Trying to get it up the floor. He does. DiVincenzo.
Foul him. Foul him. Foul. Bro, you just take. Bro.
Potato action right there. Once again, the Villanova guys all touching the ball. And Josh Hart catching that pass from DiVincenzo under the basket. Did not go out of bounds. Great balance.
Bro, y'all wasted. Bro, they wasted too much time not fouling. They wasted too much time not fouling. Like, bro, you can't get this, bro. If you simple. If you and I used to play basketball. See, I'm the coach. If you can't get the steal wide away, just go for the foul. Instead of just trying to, you taking too much. You took way too much time off the clock, and now you got 11. Now you're down to 11 seconds. Yeah, you once Brunson touched the ball, if you can't get the steal, you gotta go straight for the foul. You wasted too much time trying to be all cute and trying to get the steal too much. You can't get the steal right away. You just gotta go for the foul. Team potential makes one. That's a 2-point game.
He makes this right here. If you're Tom Thibodeau, do you foul before Maxey or anyone can get into this?
Now, DiVincenzo miss it for the Knicks. You want to foul before they can throw it up because you don't want them getting a 3 on your. You don't want them to get a 3 and then you got to go to overtime. DiVincenzo makes both.
11 seconds on the clock. Get it in for Maxey.
Maxey got a McBride. Yep. So they fouled Maxey. Maxey's gonna shoot 2. So now once Maxey makes both of these, just go for the foul right away. They make these free throws, you be down 3. Now if they make one, they miss one, you be down 2. Harstein's gonna come back in.
If you do, you advance to the second round.
87% shooter, Tyrese Maxey. The Knicks lead is 2. .1 on the clock. Knicks have one time.
Smart foul. Don't let him get a shot off.
Second attempt for Maxey.
He gets it.
116 to 115. Get it in for
Foul.
Brunson is
Foul him.
7.7.
You're wasting clock. Now it's 7 seconds.
Wrong with the ball, just kind of waited a little bit, used some time, and forced Philadelphia there to foul him. Understood, it's only 10 seconds left. He could just stay there in the backcourt.
Brunson is 10 of 14 tonight at the line. Points for Jalen Brunson.
Brunson got his 40.
17 to 115 Knicks. New York leads by 3.
New York leads by 3.
7 on the clock. Get it in for Maxey. DiVincenzo tries to cut him off. He does. Get it ahead. Step in, McBride gets a piece.
Oh Lord, they gotta go for a 3. Okay.
DiVincenzo stopping Maxey, not letting him get a.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, don't let him get a shot off. Do not let him get a shot off.
Expect Maxey to try to run into the front court, receive the pass, and try to get into a shot for a 3.
If you're the Knicks, you go ahead and foul.
But 2, he'll toss it in. Floats it. Heel. Throws it up.
It's over. The Knicks win.
This war of attrition is won by the Knicks. New York advances to the second round in back-to-back years. Highly entertaining series.
Wow.
And the Knicks survive it. They defeat the Sixers 118 to 115 and win it in 6 games.
What a series, man. What a series.
And how lucky have we been to witness this classic game, this classic series. Both teams leaving it out there, but the heart, the grit.
They will face the Pacers next round.
From Tom Thibodeau's team and Jalen Brunson.
They reached the Eastern Conference semifinals back-to-back years for the first time since 1999-2000. Congrats, Knicks fans.
The number 2 seed will play the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference semifinals. They take care of business on the road in Philly. For Grant Hill, Jared Greenberg, the rest of our crew.
Wow, Pacers and Knicks. Social media is going to go crazy. Oh, Lord. So, Knicks advance to the second round. They will advance to play the Pacers, who also closed out their series today against the Bucks. Now, there's one more series in the Eastern Conference and one more series in the Western Conference to be finalized. Tomorrow we will find out if the Mavericks can close out their series against the Clippers at home, or if the Clippers will force a Game 7 back in Los Angeles. The winner of that series will play the Oklahoma City Thunder in the second round. And tomorrow is the Cavaliers and the Magic. We'll see if the Cavaliers can close it out in Orlando, or will the Magic force Game 7 in Cleveland. And the winner of that series will go on to face the Celtics in the second round. So these NBA playoffs have been fun. These NHL playoffs have been fun. So yeah, man. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys Saturday for BackLash, man. No SmackDown tomorrow since it's pre-taped. By the time it comes on, it would have already been taped. So, and I don't watch tape shows, but I am getting out of here. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys Saturday for BackLash. Love you guys. Take care, and I'm out.